There's a moment when you stop to catch your breath and you realize the version of you everyone depends on isn't the version you even recognize anymore. You're still functioning, still performing, but something deeper just isn't sitting right. You're the one they call when it's falling apart at home, at work, in your relationship, in your family. So you've learned how to hold everything except your own peace. You're giving your best to your team, your children, your marriage, your people. And in the process, you stop asking what you need. Not because you don't matter, but because you learn to survive with that question. You've been carrying so much for so long, and no one sees the cost, but you feel it every day. See, I know that space. I spent years living it, meeting every deadline, holding every role until I couldn't feel the woman I used to be, just the roles I had to play. So the EQ identity reset method was born in that unraveling, in those 2 a.m. nights where I was too wired to sleep and still woke up tired, in the tears that came from emotions I didn't even know how to name, in the quiet guilt of wanting more, not more stuff, but more me. So, no, this isn't a quick fix. Quick fixes are for paper cuts. You're a whole woman living with layers no one ever taught you how to hold. So I created something that could. I stopped silencing my needs just to keep the peace. I stopped overextending to prove I was enough. And I stopped saying yes when I needed to say no. And I started telling the truth, even when it shook. I started resting without guilt, and I started rebuilding a life that felt like mine. See, that's the reset, sis. That's the work. And that's what I'll walk with you through. The EQ identity reset method is a guided journey, not into more doing, but into becoming. Together, we'll move through 5 grounded, life shifting phases where you'll name the parts of what you went through and what went silent. You release the emotional weight you carried in private. You'll shift the internal stories that no longer match your truth, and you'll build boundaries that honor your energy. And above all this, you'll rise, not into a new identity, but into the one you forgot how to live. You don't have to fix yourself. You just need to come on back to you. Maybe you're thinking, I don't have time for this. Let me ask you, but how long have you been running on empty? Maybe you're thinking, I've already tried other things. Then you know those things didn't meet you where you actually live. See, this method doesn't ask for perfection, it just asks for honesty. And if you made it this far, you already have that. See, if there's something in you that's whispering, this is for me, it is. Because you carried everyone else. You performed strength long enough, and since now it's time to come back, not to just balance or boundaries, but to yourself. So apply now to join me in the EQ Identity Reset. Let this be the season you stop pretending to be okay and start actually being whole. You were never meant to perform your value. You are not your work. You were meant to live it. This is your reset, and I'll be honored to walk you home.